Over in Ukraine, Russian rockets hit the capital city of Kyiv today as the war has now passed a grim milestone of 100 days. And while the conflict is thousands of miles away from mid-Michigan, the fighting is still very real for one Michigan State University student. 6 News reporter Josh Sanchez is here for you now with the story.
Sarah, summer break is usually time for college students to recharge, get that internship, or save up for the upcoming school year. But for Max Ostafchuk, this summer is different as he watches a war unfold in his home country of Ukraine.
Time flies really fast, so I'm kind of surprised that it's 100 days already. And I'm also like bamboozled that it takes so long just to settle this.
Since the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Max Ostafchuk says he's balanced classes, exams, and following the fighting tearing his homeland apart. We first met in March on MSU's campus as he joined dozens of Ukrainian students and supporters calling for more international support during the early days of the Russian military invasion. Months later, he's back in Brighton with his mom, working and saving up for his senior year studying kinesiology. But since then, the fighting has reached his family, leaving his uncle injured after serving in combat.
He got 2 bullet shots in him, maybe 3 actually. And so he was laid off of the war completely. And they sent him home to recover, of course. But once he recovered, it was kind of his choice whether he wanted to go back into the war or not. And he chose to go because he wanted to obviously protect his country.
His dad is now on the front lines, and keeping in touch has been hard, with messages going unanswered for weeks at a time. He never thought the fighting would reach his childhood home's front steps.
We were safe on the west side of Ukraine. And then obviously now that, the troops are progressing, the Russian troops are progressing closer to where my parents live, my father was basically forced to go into the war. He had no choice, really.
And as the war drags on, Ostafchuk says his Ukrainian identity only gets stronger and stronger with each day that passes.
I never really cared about my country as much as I care about it now.
Ostafchuk says he plans on visiting his dad's side of the family again once the war comes to an end. He says he'll be there to help the country pick up the pieces once it's time to rebuild. Sarah, back to you.